Jai Ganapati, Jai Gurudatta, Shri Gurudatta, Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Today we are very much blessed to have a satsanga on Tirumayachur Lalitamba Temple. Our Jaina Muguna Sankirtana is very much blessed to visit and have a darshan of Lalitamba or Mata and perform seva through Lalita Sahasra Parayana in the holy premises before Amma. Coming back to the temple, the Lalitamba temple. This is also known as Sri Meghanada Swami temple, one of the most powerful and spiritually significant Shakti temples in Tamil Nadu, which is located near Kumbakonam in the place called as Tirumayachur. However, from Kumbakonam, it takes closely more than 2 hours by road. This temple, Lalita Mata temple, uniquely revered as the birthplace of Lalita Sahasranama Stotra. And also, it has been mentioned Lord Shiva worshipped as Meghanada Swami and his consort, Goddess Parvati, worshipped as Lalitamba Mata or Shantanayaki. The temple importance stems from several divine legends, unique sculptures, and its role as a major pilgrimage site for health, longevity, and marital harmony. The holy temple is most famous as the sacred grounds where the 1,000 names of Mata Lalita or Goddess Lalita were first articulated, and it is also traditionally believed that it is a birthplace of Garuda. Aruna means the Lord Surya Bhagwan's charioteer, and Yama, the god of death, and Shanishwara, the Saturn. The temple importance also tells us that the divine composition has taken place in this holy premises with the permission of Goddess Lalitamba Mata. Upon the command of Goddess Lalitamba, the 8 Vagdevatas, that means the deities of speech, emerged from her mouth to chant her praises. The 8 Vagdevatas are also known as Vashinyadi Vagdevata, which are nothing but the divine personifications of speech and sounds who composed the Lalita Sahasranamam. As per Puranas and sacred traditions, Goddess Mata Lalitamba commanded these 8 deities to articulate 1,000 names to reveal her true Vishwarupa, that means the universal form, through a holy hymn. That means each deity chanted Lalita Sahasranama praising our Mata, Goddess Lalita Devi. And we also be noticed that in Lalita Sahasra Parayana we come across Vashinyadi Vagdevata Rushayaha, that means Vagdevata, the 8 deities, Matas. So each deity represents a different stage or power of speech residing in Sri Chakra. And as per the sacred tradition, and we believe, and it has been mentioned, that in Sri Chakra they reside at 7th enclosure. It is very much important to note that Jaina Muguna Sankirtana, the vehicle of Samasta Guru Mandali and blessed by our Lalita Mata, says that we should also learn the Vashinyadi Vagdevatas. So who are those 8 parts who are known to be the power of speech? These 8 Matas or deities' names include Vasini, Kameshwari, Modini, Vimala, Aruna, Jayini, Sarveshwari, Kaulini. So learning about Mata Vasini. Vasini Mata governs the power to attract others through speech and provides divine eloquence. Number 2, Mata Kameshwari. Mata Kameshwari represents the ability to use speech to achieve desired outcomes and fulfill pure desires. And Mata Modini, the giver of divine joy, the blissfulness, speech that brings happiness and commands respect. And Mata fourth, Vimala. Vimala Mata represents purity, the ability to speak the absolute truth without distortion. Aruna, Mata Aruna symbolizes the dawn of awareness and the light that precedes spiritual realization. Jayini, the moment we learn about Jaya or we heard about Jaya, immediately, instantly we get energy because ours is Jaya Nama Guna Sankirtana. Jayini, the victorious energy that helps one conquer ignorance and prevail over others in debate or communication. Mata Sarveshwari, the seventh deity, the mistress of all powers, enabling one to lord over others through the authority of speech. And the eighth Mata, known as Kaulini, the guardian of the secret current or energy of Kundalini, helping the devotees or sadhakas to achieve all spiritual accomplishments. That means Mata Kaulini, she can bestow Sakala Siddhis to a devotee. And most importantly, it is believed that this temple or Lalita Mata, in the holy premises of Lalita Mata, it is believed that Lord Hayagriva, the incarnation, one of the incarnations of Lord Vishnu, taught this Sahasranama to sage Agastya also. However, we also be noticed that sage Agastya is also said to have composed the Lalita Navaratnamala at this shrine after receiving a vision of Mata Lalita. There are no words to express the divine joy by visiting and by looking at and by experience or experiencing Amma. The Amma, Lalita Mata, is seen as a 5-foot idol and is seated on a Sri Chakra Pitham with her right leg folded and left leg hanging. That means Sukhasana, the posture we call it as Sukhasana. And our tradition, our dharma says that Goddess Lalitamba came here to perform penance and shed her anger after destroying the demon Pandasura, becoming soft and merciful. That means she almost Manonmani Swarupa. Jayanamugna Sankirtana is very much blessed because His Holiness Paramapuja Avatar Avadhuta Jagadguru Sri Datta Ganapati Satchidananda, upon the divine instructions, Amma told Appaji, and Appaji went and had a darshan of Lalita Mata, and the same blessings like current passed to Jayanamugna Sankirtana, where we have been to the temple and we performed seva through Lalita Sahasra Parayana, and also the temple authorities have given us permission to have a outer side view of the video. That was really blessing of Mata. However, they also instructed us not to take any video inside, but we are being very much blessed that when Appaji was sitting, the video was being recorded. That is a clear indication that Mata wanted to help Jayanamugna Sankirtana divine associates to look, see, experience Amma. Jayanamugna Sankirtana also was being blessed because rituals which have been performed was being performed in the name of Jayanamugna Sankirtana to the holy feet of Mata. What is interesting is there are so many miracles which have happened. However, quite interesting is recently which has happened in 1999, the anklet miracle. That we call it as a modern miracle in the year 1999, which involves a devotee from Bengaluru who dreamed of the goddess Mata, and Mata instructed asking for gold anklets. Though priests initially thought there was no way to fit them on the stone idol, they discovered a hidden hollow space at the ankles, and the anklets fit very perfectly. That is the reason today many devotees offer silver or gold anklets, and which has become a common practice for divine associates or devotees. However, if time permits, the major sankalpa of Jainamoguna Sankirtana is people who can visit, they can have darshan and a field experience of Mata. However, if our devotees or divine associates who are not being or able to move with many constraints, they can see and experience through this video or audio. If any devotee would like to visit, it is a very simple travel. So location we call it as Tirmayachur. It is Tiruvarur district in Tamil Nadu. So generally temple is open from 6 to 12 p.m. in the morning hours and 4:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. evening hours. So if devotees would like to go by rail, nearest station could be Peralam railway station or Piralam railway station they call, which is 2 kilometers away, or otherwise some 34 to 40 kilometers from Kumbakonam by road. So one can think about it. If not, Jayanamaguna Sankirtana, you are already there in Jayanamaguna Sankirtana. That means already you have visited Mata, and Mata blessings are always with us. That is the only reason Shivanna is trying to learn and put forth his experience before you and devotees who are listening to this. This is a pure divine blessing. Jai Guru Datta, Shri Guru Datta, Jai Tara Mata, Jai Lalita Mata.